Good afternoon. This is Sandy Tankus, and I'm here once again with Barbara Kessler and Rosemary Byrne, and I'm really delighted to be speaking to them again and continuing our discussion about the benefits of taking an active role in planning your own life once you're past the age of 50. Barbara and Rosemary are both two successful lawyers who became certified life coaches after they turned 50. Okay, so Barbara, what do you think is important to know as you approach your life plan and you turn 50?
To start with, I think it's really important to have a better understanding of ourselves. We each have a temperament, a natural, hardwired, inborn way of dealing with things. How we deal with the world, how we play, how we deal with tasks, how we do our leisure, how we communicate with each other. There's a really strong inborn way that works, and it's called your temperament. It's going with the grain. What the research has made very, very clear is when you live and work in concert with your temperament, you have a less stressful life, you have more energy, you're more fulfilled, you're more comfortable, and your life is much more satisfying.
If we've gotten to this point in our lives successfully, why should we change things? Why shouldn't we just do more of what's already worked?
That's a great question, Sandy. But if anybody is like me, and I think there are a lot of people like me, we made decisions in our lives way back when without really considering whether it was a good fit. Maybe we had to get a job to take care of our families. Maybe we had to take a job to take care of ourselves. Maybe we were trying to fill the expectations of our parents or teachers or our significant others, our friends, or even our own expectations. Or maybe we just couldn't figure out anything else to do. Now we're on the other side of 50. We have the opportunity to see other options. We actually even have an opportunity to see that we have other options. We're at a different place in our lives. Why shouldn't we maximize the opportunities we have?
I'm not really sure I understand.
Sandy, when I talk about temperament, it's about the way people naturally react to things, the way they approach the world. Things they like, things they don't like, things they can do, and things that they can do, but they have to work really hard to do them. Have you ever wondered about why there are some people they love to deal with crisis. They can do crisis after crisis after crisis, and they're just energized by that. Other people obviously are not like that. Or what about those people who love to take those daring opportunities? They're spontaneous. You need them in an instant. They're there. But if you ask them to do long-range planning, glassy-eyed. They're absolutely glassy-eyed. Or have you ever wondered, there was a guy that I worked with, smart guy, analytical, logical, give him the complex problems, let him see the big picture thing. But his manager was always angry at him because he couldn't do the routine, even brainless, attention to detail things. You would think if he could figure out the big picture, he'd be able to figure out that. No, no. Well, what about situations where you have somebody, all of those things are about temperament, by the way. People are hardwired about that. And the situations where you have somebody who seems more interested in creating consensus, and you sit there worrying about, okay, we all agree now, but is the job going to get done? Or what about those things where, I don't know, you have somebody who's a traditionalist, somebody who's has step by step process. We're going to do it this way. We did it this way before, and we're going to do it this way again, regardless of the consequences. All of that is about temperament. We each react to different situations differently, and we really have at the core of those reactions our temperament.
So how do you use the information that you might gain from a better understanding of your temperament or personality type?
As we understand temperament, we can choose to do or not do things that go against or with our temperament. We can make smarter choices. Understanding temperament helps you make smarter choices after 50. After 50, you've earned the right to choose. You have the potential to do the things that make you the happiest and most fulfilled. You don't have to continue doing things just because you can.
So does understanding your temperament have any other useful applications?
Sure. Um, it can help us to find more effective ways to implement our wellness program, um, which would be nice for me. I've learned a new way to do that now. Or maybe a better way to handle our financial kinds of situations, or communicate better with those we love, because communication is about not only talking, it's about talking so the person you want to hear you can actually listen. So you have to be aware of both sides of the temperament.
Cindy, let me chime in if I can, because I look at it a little more concretely, as you know. And for me, the bottom line is that knowledge is power. And why shouldn't we learn more about ourselves and apply that knowledge so that we can have the most satisfying life after 50 that we can?
Well, thank you. Once again, Barbara and Rosemary have given us much to think about in having a satisfying and enjoyable life once we've passed the age of 50. And if you have not seen their previous videos, they are available on the website.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Cindy.